I joined MambaFX's Discord, and I've been following along with his live streams, and I think it's going to really benefit me actually because his strategy is going to, I think, fine tune my entries a little bit more and make me be a little more patient when you wait for those support and resistance setups. And the way I see it working, I can take.
Order rejected. Order filled.
Let's see if I could just screw around and I was screwing around this morning because I realized it's hard to watch and execute on his trades and learn at the same time. You could probably execute on the trades he's taking, but you're not really paying attention to what is happening. So I think right now I'm just going to focus on pay attention, watching him trade, and kind of not try to switch back to my charts and everything, because I on my computer I haven't found a good way to like have my trading set up with all my tools and charts and whatnot, and then have his chart big enough to where I could follow along and properly trade. So okay, I'm on MambaFX. I'm on US 30 at the moment. That might be why I screwed up earlier today. So he trades typically US 30 or NASDAQ, and I've gotten used to trading ES. So there's a little bit of adjustment knowing the sizing and everything, and the volatility of those different markets because they behave differently. So it's good practice learning in that way. So I've been practicing some of his setups and marking it out like he would mark it out. So that's been good practice as well. So for instance, let's see, pre-market there was kind of like this channel, let's say, going up, and then there was kind of this support, so if you were to see it break out of with some volume below here and here, then you would expect it to have a big push down, which it did. If I would have taken it somewhere around here and once it broke out here, and then this is ES, by the way. That would have been a 3-to-1, and that would have been pretty serious gain there. I think the stop loss, he wouldn't have had it because we're on the 1 hour right now. But the setups still kind of play out once you go down. So if you go down the 15-minute, saw us kind of like try to break out, and then eventually it broke out. His stop loss would probably be about there. Short stop losses. That's what another thing I need to get used to is having real small stop losses. And then long R&R. So he would have wanted at least a 5. So if you were to, but he waits till the market opens. But I've been practicing these kind of setups at all, basically at any time of the day. So just to get used to those types of setups. And then now is another kind of consolidation range. So what might he do here? I think he's going to wait for more touch points, but you kind of start to put together these kind of trends. Then you look at an overall trend. Don't really have, I don't think, enough touch points to consider this a setup for breakout at this point. I think you need to like let it play out a little bit. You could go to the 1 minute, which I still think the 1 minute is valid to do some setups. And then so you got this line. It's kind of retracing to touch it there. I still have an issue with over leveraging, doubling down, and that's how I typically will blow my account. Now, what I was doing before, it was instinctive, just using, I don't know, reactive, instinctive technique or strategy, just seeing the feel of the market structure, which I think has worked in some ways. I mean, I've done some of these like $500 challenges where I was able to turn 500 into 2,500, which I thought was pretty good. And then I had 5K and I turned that into 3,500. I had more drawdown, so that would not have probably played out with success if it was a small account. So I'm still kind of feeling out what is a good starting point and when do I have the confidence to put that much money up on leverage to trade without losing it. So I would be a little hesitant to put 2K up there because I'd be afraid to lose 2K. But I need to first get better at getting out of trades when they're losing, and recognize when they are losing. Like I'm looking for, like if we break this structure, this channel, this trend line here, then I would be a little concerned about it at least breaking up to here or here and potentially continuing more. So we had a big move down, came down, retraced back down, and then now we're kind of ranging. I think I want to develop some new tools to streamline my process here. It is completely different. It kind of the MambaFX rules and strategy kind of throw everything I've been doing out, which is kind of hard to throw that away because I felt like I was building on something, and I don't want to completely throw away what I've learned, which is, I'm not sure if it's much, but I did have some successes and want to like still fine tune and prune what was working and then what the new things I'm learning, and be a little bit more patient, a little more strategic, Okay, so here's where we might want to watch. Is he going to break out of this trend here? I reset all my indicators. I fucked up and saved my indicators without saving the settings, which is kind of messed up. But I think it's time to kind of reset maybe and kind of figure out what indicators were actually being useful. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. It may break out to the upside now. If it does, it may just make it equal high, or it could react and push through, or we could come back and break this structure. In doing so, we would be taking out some kind of equal bottoms here. We need 3, and we got 3 here. I still feel like my reversal candle is not a bad indicator. But I want to see if I could come up with something that malfunction with the internet for some reason. Looks like we might be breaking out to the downside. There's always fake outs and stuff, but it is kind of noise on the 1 minute, but they do kind of not. It does kind of have smaller little breakouts, and I still want to use fair value gaps and pivot points and things as a confluence. We're kind of just ranging around. We're kind of at this bottom. It's going to make a probably decision here pretty soon. Got the fair value gap to the downside on the 1 minute up there. It's been respected so far. RSI is on the sell side. We have an up candle. We had the pushes. Alright, we kind of worked up into it. Okay, so we're breaking probably to the upside here. It does work. The MambaFX strategy does work. I will say that. He has on some of these live streams, he's basically just 3 minutes. He's trading. He's done most days. A couple days he said no trades today because he's not seeing what he wants to see. But the rest of the days it was all right. I'm in US 30. Okay, hit target 1, target 2, target 3. Okay, I just made $100,000. I'm done today. All right, guys. See you later. Good job. It's like the discipline is incredible. So that is obviously experience and showing up time on the charts, which I'm doing. So I'm still pretty confident that I'll get there at some point, but it's gonna be a long road, I think. Okay, so we kind of had like a bit of a false breakout there. Maybe just touching and then going back up. Okay. Well, thought we were making another fair value gap. I mean, I could still work the markets, it seems like, but okay, now we just broke these levels, and I might have a breakout to the downside. Might even go down more. A lot of wicks down on this 5 minutes. Trend down. We need to break this level down here. We need to break this level, then break this level, and then it could fall maybe to this pivot point. Alright, to get three consecutive bearish candles. So I did make a realization with this breakout. It can get you out of a trade when you don't need to be in a trade, or it gives you a little framework of when it might break out, so you cannot be in a trade that it could break out the wrong way from your position. So yeah, I think I might sign off here and work on a new indicator that kind of will wrap up all my indicators in one simple indicator. So the things I do like and I have been using, this is the 1 hour push. I like having the heads up. I like this momentum, whatever this is. Okay, so we might break out again here. We broke through this resistance, or support rather, and we're breaking out through this support. So this is a target here, this PD array. Alright, got one more low to break out here. This is kind of, I guess you could consider another level. We could go back up and touch. Get real close. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn this off because I don't think anybody's in stream anyways.